Assalamualaikum and hi to everyone. My name is SITI ARIESYA binti MUHAMAD RASIDI and my matric number is 25006277. The subject that I will be presenting today is Shariah Principle in Islamic Economy, IIP1010. I hope my explanation will be clear and easy to understand. Let's begin. Do you know what is the definition of Islamic economy? Islamic economy is an economic system that balances with material needs and spiritual needs. Of course, based on the guidance from the Quran and Hadith, it does not only emphasize the material profits but also moral values, social justice, and the pleasure of Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala. Then, Islamic economy is a comprehensive economic system that guides how individuals, businesses, and governments to manage resources. It also can prohibit riba, encourage zakat, to promote halal business, and emphasize justice. Now, we want to talk about the differences between Islamic economic system and Western economic system. First, method of acquiring wealth. Islam. Muslims are encouraged to acquire wealth through halal means and in accordance with the Shariah, without usury riba, fraud, corruption, or exploitation. Waste. Wealth are considered absolutely private property and it may be used freely to gain profits by any means, even if it contradicts religious or moral principles. Second, principle of profit. Islam. Profit and loss in business are considered natural in Islamic transaction and they serve as a basic of business and partnership. Islam are encouraged the mudarabah, the system in which an investor provide capital to a trader to run the business and the profits are shared between them. Waste. Focus on minimizing costs and maximizing profit to avoid loss without necessarily considering aspect of exploitation or public welfare. Why Islamic economy should be implemented? Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala has commanded the believers to practice the teaching of Islam. Therefore, it's become the duty of every Muslim to carry out Allah's commands. In addition, Islamic economy provides a system that is organized, balanced, and beneficial to humanity. The main objective of the Islamic economic system is to seek the pleasure of Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala, emphasizing justice and balance individual freedom along the public interest, and of course for the harmony. Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala says, Ya ayyuhalladzina amanu dukhulu fi silmi kafatan wa la tattabi'u khutuwati syaitan innahu lakum aduwwun mubin. Meaning, oh you who believe, enter into Islam completely and do not follow the footsteps of shaitan. Indeed, he is an obvious enemy to you. Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 208. In general, Islamic economy emphasizes the following. First, every activities carried out must be complied with the law of Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala in order to attain success in this world and hereafter. This requires proper knowledge and understanding of what is halal and haram in all economic activities. Second, the concept of justice and universal welfare is highly prioritized as every human being has rights that must be fulfilled fairly. Whether rich or poor, each individual has their own rights. Third, this concept of justice can be demonstrated through zakat, where those who possess wealth give a portion it to those who less fortunate. Now, we're going to talk about Islamic banking. Do you guys know what is the definition of Islamic banking? Islamic banking is a banking system based on Sharia principles, namely fixed muamalat. Fiqh muamalat is Islamic rule in financial transaction derived from Quran and As-Sunnah. It is also supported by other secondary resources of Islamic law such as ijma, qiyas, and ijtihad. The Islamic banking system can prohibit riba, interest or usury, and avoids imposing interest based on loan as well as engaging in business activities does not allowed in Islam. Now, we're going to talk about basic Shariah concept in Islamic banking. First, wadi'ah. Wadi'ah refers to a contract in which an item or property is kept in trust. In this contract, a customer deposits cash or other assets as a form to safekeeping at the bank. The bank guarantees the safety and security of the deposit item or funds. Second, mudarabah. Mudarabah means contract where one party provides capital in the form of cash entrepreneur who manage a business. The profit gains is shared between the capital provider and the entrepreneur. According to the Shafi'i school of thought, mudarabah is an agreement where investor appoints the entrepreneur to manage the capital and any profit earned is shared between them based on a mutually agreed ratio. Third, bai'us samanil ajil. Bai'us samanil ajil is a contract which a financier such as a bank purchase an asset requested by customer. The financier then reseller the asset to the customer at the price that include both the original cost and the profit margin. However, the customer does not pay immediately. Instead, the payment is deferred and made in installment over a period of time, agreed upon between both parties. Fourth, murabahah. Murabahah means cost plus. Similar to bai'us samanil ajil, the murabahah transaction involves the sale of goods between the seller and the buyer at the selling price that include agreed profits margin. However, murabahah, the seller must disclose to the buyer the actual cost of the assets and the profits amount during the seller agreement. This is ensure the transparency in price. Musyarakah. Musyarakah is a partnership in which two or more parties agree to contribute a capital and share the profits and loss according to an agreement. Musyarakah is commonly applied in project financing where both the developer and the bank jointly provide funds and finance a project. Once the project is complete, the developer returns the fund along with the agreed share of profit. Sixth, wakalah. Wakalah or agency is a contract which a person, the principal, appoint another party to act on their behalf as an agent to carry out specific tasks. The appointed agent is usually paid a fee for the service provided. Seven, Qardu. Qardu is a loan contract where money is lent for a specific period based on a goodwill. The borrower is only required to repay the exact amount borrowed with no additional charge. However, if the borrower voluntarily pays extra as a gesture of appreciation, it is considered a gift, not an obligation. Thank you for all your time and attention. That's all from me for now. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.